Greetings, YouTube. Today's going to be kind of a combination of YouTube issues and personal perspectives on trolls, maybe. I'm not sure how I really want to frame this discussion. But as one of my subscribers helped me discover recently, there is a method for spoofing the G+ account feature on your identification. So there is a way when if you normally hover your mouse over someone's avatar, their little G+ account will pop up, and will show the G+ symbol in the corner. And if you want to filter them from, say, for example, the Young Turks network, where I visit every day, you click on the G+, it takes you to their G+ page. You can then block that from seeing their comments, because that's the great way to filter out a large percentage of the horrible things said on the Young Turks channel. Because I actually read the comments, and occasionally I find gems of wisdom and gems of entertainment. A lot of the time I don't. I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. But there is a way to spoof it, and no, I'm not going to describe how that is done, because I don't want any would-be trolls that have not figured this out on their own to figure it out, or trolls who are looking for a new method to use my video as a means of gaining that. In fact, I had one egregious troll, and I left a comment on their channel saying flat out, congratulations, you've done an excellent job of spoofing the system, you clever little troll. And someone replied to my comment asking, how can I learn to do what this troll is doing? Well, they didn't say troll, but they wanted me to tell them how to achieve the same ends the troll had done, and I did not tell them that. Nor am I going to tell you. But the reality is, if you hover your mouse over someone's avatar, and you don't see that little G+ symbol in the corner, it's a really good chance that's a channel created specifically to troll. You can visit their YouTube channel by clicking on their name and see the inception date of that channel. And if the inception date's like within the last month, 2 months, it's probably a troll channel. I just had a subscriber hook up to me the other day who had a channel that had been created like 3 days before I got the email that they'd subscribed to me. I don't know if it's a legitimate channel or not. I thanked them and greeted them anyway, and we'll see how long that relationship lasts. Because when our relationships fail and I ban people, I feel bad about the fact that I went and offered them a thanks and then had to get rid of them. Because sometimes people subscribe to my channel who are haters, who are trolls. They intentionally come here to make my life miserable and to spread propaganda amongst the legitimate subscribers. It's not nice. But I want you to know that if you do not see that little G+ symbol, don't engage with that person, particularly if they're saying inflammatory statements, because that's what they're doing for fun. They're trying to get attention, and they're trying to get people enraged. There are legitimate people in the world that want to anger other human beings. Now, I'm not saying I haven't angered other human beings in my day, as I have, but I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm not saying black people should be treated like humans to anger the white supremacists. I'm saying it because it's reality and the truth, and the white supremacists really hate it. But that's different from trolling someone, for example, going to someone's video where they're talking about having been a survivor of child abuse, and then making threats of rape against them, or saying they should have been raped more, or they should have been raped earlier. Yes, not only have I encountered this on other people's channels, but I have been exposed to it here on mine. So there are people who do this for fun, and those people who do it, and I have control over their comments, those comments get deleted, they get banned, both on their G+ accounts and on their YouTube accounts, if I can access their G+ accounts. If I can't, I'll just ban them on their YouTube account. And occasionally, I'll go a step further and actually block their name in my Gmail account, so I don't even see the messages sent to my account, if they can still get through. Because there are people I really don't want to hear from, and because all they do is spread hate and horrible, horrible comments, and it isn't fun. It is the downside to YouTube. YouTube is often, of the legitimate forms of social media, is considered to have some of the most horrendous comments, and I have to agree, it really does. I have seen things I would consider to be worse, unlike the comment sections of news articles, but those aren't social media sites. They're news sites that have a social media element. YouTube is a social media site that has sometimes gems of wisdom and entertainment. But it is my hobby, and I do love you folks who are engaging in a healthy and entertaining manner, even though I am sometimes contentious with you. There are those of us here on my channel that don't always see eye to eye. And sometimes we can be pleasant to each other, and sometimes we aren't. Basically because we're human, and we're not perfect. So there you go, folks. This has just been a little bit of a PSA, philosophical pondering, YouTube issues. YouTube has created an environment that seems to foster bad comments because it drives up comment counts. It gets more eyeballs on the videos. It's not driving worthwhile comments. It's not driving worthwhile content. It's just driving eyeballs on videos. And this is their business. And if that's how they want to conduct their business, they can. At the moment, it hasn't gotten to the point where I can no longer take it. There may be a point in the future where that happens, but so far, it's been low enough that it hasn't happened yet. I can still block people, I can still ban them, I can still usually avoid the horrible comments on like the Young Turks network by filtering them, but more and more of the trolls are figuring out how to keep their G+ accounts from being linked to their comments. So that filtering feature is no longer enabled. And I'm sure that we'll watch evolution and process. As that becomes a successful trolling technique, it will become more and more popular. Until the point where you can't look at the comment section on most videos. And then I guess we say the trolls won. And the only thing I can imagine is that is what the people that are in charge of YouTube want. Which is kind of sad. So, in closing, give me your thoughts. What do you do about trolls here on the internet? Specifically YouTube. What are your issues personally with them? Do you avoid posting certain topics? I know that at this point in life, I tend not to talk a lot about parents hitting their children because I have never received such horrible comments as when I've said parents shouldn't hit children. It's the only video on my entire channel where I blocked comments completely was on that topic. So there is some self-editing. It's sad, but it's true. So folks, let's talk about YouTube and trolls. It's like two crappy things that go together.